My name's Joe Podlasek. I am Ojibwe and Polish, and I grew up knowing both of my heritages.
My name is Stephen Podlasek. I work at the Trickster Art Gallery as our graphic designer, and I handle exhibits a little bit.
My name is Jamie Helm. I'm 37 years old. I live in Elgin, far west of Randall. I come from a family that's Native American. My father's a registered Native American from White Earth Reservation up in...
So it's about bringing the facts, these statements, doing the research, and looking at what really happened in history versus what has been perpetuated. You know, they claim he found us, we weren't lost, we were here for generations. It's about time is really what it is.
I think renaming it to acknowledge the native peoples that he did subjugate is a great gesture.
You can't celebrate genocide and what happened and what he did anywhere.
I think it's critical because it helps to continue to give the correct information as history played out. So this is one of many, for sure, topics that are important. But if they aren't all individually addressed, then you make no progress. You can't fix the world in a day, but we can do things segmented. And this is a big segment of American history that, you know, the more we tell it in an inappropriate way, the more generations are affected by it. Celebrating somebody that was a result of massacring a lot of our people. How do you celebrate that? The Columbus Day parades.
It's kind of like if somebody centered a day around a villain almost. Columbus was responsible for a lot of atrocities. You know, children had their hands cut off if they didn't collect enough gold, if they, if they stepped out of line, if they said the wrong thing. There was a lot of sex slave trade going on. It's against Native peoples, so it was to have people, to have Columbus on a pedestal, like he's a heroic explorer, and he just massacred so many Native people and tortured them and treated them so unethically.
Anywhere. So I don't think Columbus Day should be celebrated at all in any country, especially not the United States, because he was never here.
For me or for the general public? Big difference.
For you?
For myself, it's our elders, our medicine men and women, our ceremonies, the things we do here at the gallery, the way we live our lives, the way we teach our children. So the flip side for the general public is going to be all the bright colors, the fancy dance, the Wisconsin Dells image. And that's just, not that those dances aren't part of who we are, but it's not perpetuated and taught appropriately in the media.
Immediately, I think of images of teepees, of feathers, dream catchers, medicine wheel, things like that. But I think of somebody who takes a lot of pride in their identity.
There's really that whole generation of teens now are reconnecting. They're learning their languages. They're understanding the stories of who we are as Native people. So I don't want to say that assimilation has failed. That's been the mission not only for Native people, but for all races of people. They want to just get rid of everyone and become American. Well, what does that mean? America is now made up of a lot of different beautiful cultures that all need to be represented by the people of that culture. So as we put it, as a first voice representation.
Forming your own identity is really hard because you don't have as many people to look up to as a Native teenager.
Changing Columbus Day to Indigenous Day celebrates people's independence in a way. And I think it would bring more people together to talk about what does it mean to be indigenous. what a beautiful way to celebrate and help people understand who their cultures are. And I'd like to see, the city of Elgin be one of the leaders rather than moving forward after somebody else makes those decisions, because it is going to happen.
I think it would make us a little more visible, because with the population being so low, there were a couple of Native people that have been asked actually. Oh, I thought you were all gone. I thought there weren't any of you left. So, celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day will bring the knowledge that we're still here. We're facing issues, but we're living life.